A creative person often struggles with the fear of starting something new. You have nothing to fear but fear itself. And I'm going to teach you about our little friend, Refinement, on today's episode of
Motivational Talks.
Refinement, refinement. Say yes to refinement. Today's topic is for both myself and for you and for someone that I was having a conversation with recently, a younger person who's beginning their journeys with music and starting new things. Life is already complicated enough, and to throw on a creative endeavor on top of that can add a little bit of stress, which, as we all know, can lead to mental health problems. This young person came to me because they have a lot of mental blocks about starting their own YouTube channel. I've never used a camera before, I've never used Final Cut before, editing software, I don't know what this is, I don't know how to do this, I don't know what microphone, all these questions were going through their heads. And I said, don't worry, you will refine it as you go along.
You will refine it as you go along.
So today's topic is about refinement. So we need to first define what is refinement.
The improvement or clarification of something by the making of small changes.
There is so much zen in this definition, in particular, the making of small changes. This applies to all of our lives, creatively and otherwise. Humans are very good at worrying about something that hasn't even happened yet, because we're problem solvers. It's one of the things that we are actually very good at, but it's often to a detriment. It can stop us in our tracks creatively. And today I'm trying to assure you that if you know that refinement is a part of the process, it'll give you the courage to start something new. Nobody in the history of anything ever in the world ever started off something and then was excellent at it. It's not true. That's a complete myth. It's a complete lie. If you've ever been around a baby, they're pretty useless. They just sit there and absorbing the world, learning how to speak, but taking in information. When they start to talk, guess what it sounds like? It don't sound great. You're like, hey, little baby, you suck at talking, get better at it. You don't do that. Refinement is part of the process. But for other things in our society, it's easy to think that, like, oh, you suck at playing the bass. Don't do that. Again, refinement is part of the process. Using myself as a guinea pig example, this is the 120th or so video that I've made for this channel. Let me post the first one for you here. We're gonna explore the sounds of the electronic hand clap. Big difference in sound, big difference in video quality. Things have improved, but there's always things to improve. And honestly, that is one of the best parts about being a creative person in the creative field like music. Part of surviving this life is giving yourself things of enjoyment, tasks, things to do, things to get better at. Again, refinement is part of the process. If it's something you truly are interested in doing, just do it. Just do it. You will get better. You'll figure it out. I hope that you are inspired to start the thing that you've been thinking about. Do not worry about the process. You will figure it out. Start simple, get good at simple, and then get slightly less simple. I'm here just to tell you, refinement is your friend. Start that thing. You're gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be okay. Okay? With that, as always, is peace, and be good to each other.
Motivational Talk.